Good morning. What a pleasant day. It has to be the day of celebration of Gandhi Jayanti. Gandhi ji, the man who painted the fate of India on the canvas of non-violence, optimism and peace is in our hearts. Gandhi ji is in our lives. Every time the feeling of patriotism sweeps over us, we salute him. We remember him in joy and sorrow. We love him today and we love him tomorrow. Let's make the best of this special day to pay tribute to the great father Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi. Let's embrace the day with the auspicious words of Gayatri Mantra. Thank you, sir. It was wonderful. Now that has begun the journey of the golden phase of delight, let's watch the tiny tots bringing colors to the event with the song Raghupati Raghav.
रघुपति राघव राजा राम पतित पावन सीताराम रघुपति राघव राजा राम पतित पावन सीताराम 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 भज प्यारे तू सीताराम 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 भज प्यारे तू सीताराम ईश्वर अल्लाह तेरो नाम सबको सन्मति दे भगवान ईश्वर अल्लाह तेरो नाम सबको सन्मति दे भगवान रघुपति राघव राजा राम पतित पावन सीताराम
Thank you. It was such a lovely performance. Now let's see some facets of the life of Gandhiji through a presentation by Bhavya.
Gandhi, be the change you want to see in the world. Introduction. Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi was born on 2nd October 1869 in Porbandar, a coastal town in present-day Gujarat, India. His father, Karamchand Gandhi, who belonged to the Hindu Modh community, was a Diwan of Porbandar state, a small state in the Kathiawar agency of British India. As a youth, about 15 years old, he had his schooling in nearby Rajkot, where his father served as advisor or prime minister to the local ruler. In May 1883, the 13-year-old Mohandas was married to 14-year-old Kasturbai Makhanji in an arranged child marriage, as was the custom in the region. In 1885, when the Gandhi was 15, the couple's first child was born, but survived only a few days. Later teen years. On 4th September 1888, less than a month shy of his 19th birthday, Gandhi travelled to London, England, to study law at University College London, and to train as a barrister. His time in London, the imperial capital, was influenced by a vow he had to make to his mother in the presence of the Jain monk Becharji upon leaving India, to observe the Hindu precepts of abstinence from meat, alcohol, and promiscuity. Gandhiji in South Africa. In South Africa, Gandhi faced discrimination directed at Indians. He was thrown off a train after refusing to move from the first class to a third class coach while holding a valid first class ticket. Traveling further on the stagecoach, he was beaten by a driver for refusing to travel on footboard to make room for a European passenger. These events were a turning point in his life, awakening him to social injustice and influencing his subsequent social activism. South African years. Gandhi served in and led an ambulance corps unit in both the Boer War and the Zulu War. By supporting the British government, Gandhi hoped to gain full citizenship for Indians in South Africa, a goal he did not achieve. Returning to India in 1915. In 1915, Gandhi returned from South Africa to live in India. He spoke at the conventions of the Indian National Congress, but was primarily introduced to Indian issues, politics, and the Indian people by Gopal Krishna Gokhale, a respected leader of the Congress Party at the time. Role in World War I. In April 1918, during the latter part of the World War I, Gandhi was invited by the Viceroy to a war conference in Delhi, perhaps to show his support for the empire and help his case for India's independence. Gandhi agreed to actively recruit Indians for the war effort. In contrast to Zulu War and the outbreak of World War I in 1914, when he recruited volunteers for ambulance corps, this time Gandhi attempted to recruit combatants. Between the wars. In 1918 in Champaran, a district state of Bihar, tens of thousands of landless serfs, indentured laborers, and poor farmers were forced to grow indigo and other cash crops instead of the food crops necessary for their survival. Gandhi proposed satyagraha, non-violence mass civilian disobedience. While it was strictly non-violent, Gandhi was proposing real action, a real revolt that oppressed people of India were dying to undertake. His main assault came as he was arrested by police on the charge of creating unrest and was ordered to leave the province. Hundreds of thousands of people protested and rallied outside the jail, police stations, and courts demanding his release, which the court unwillingly did. Mahatma's tactics. Gandhi employed non-cooperation, non-violence, and peaceful resistance as his weapons in the struggle against British. In Punjab, the Jallianwala Bagh of civilians by British troops caused deep trauma to the nation, leading to increased public anger and acts of violence. Gandhi criticized both the actions of British Raj and the retaliatory violence of Indians. When he was arrested, he continued his non-violence. Imprisonment. Gandhi was arrested on 10th March 1922, tried for sedition, and sentenced to 6 years imprisonment. He began his sentence on 18 March 1922. He was released in February 1924 for an appendix operation, having served only 2 years. Without Gandhi's uniting personality, the Indian National Congress began to splinter during his years in prison, splitting into two factions. Furthermore, cooperation among Hindus and Muslims, which had been strong at the height of the non-violence campaign, was breaking down. Independence. When the movement of freedom came on 15th August 1947, Gandhi was nowhere to be seen in the capital, though Nehru and the entire Constituent Assembly were to salute him as the architect of Indian independence, as the father of the nation.
Thank you so much, Bhavya. Deeply immersed and influenced by Gandhi, Lal Bahadur Shastri joined the Indian independence movement in the 1920s. This great man was also born on the same day as Gandhiji. Let's have a glance at Lal Bahadur Shastri ji's life through a PPT by Pratyash.
Biography of Lal Bahadur Shastri Ji. Early life. Lal Bahadur Shastri was born on October 2, 1904. Lal Bahadur Shastri's birthplace was Mughal Sarai, United Provinces of Agra and Oudh, British India. Lal Bahadur Shastri's father was Sharad Prasad Srivastava, who was a school teacher before becoming a clerk in the Revenue Office at Allahabad. His mother was Ramdula Rai Devi. When Lal Bahadur Shastri was 6 months old, his father died in an epidemic of bubonic plague. Lal Bahadur Shastri and his sisters grew up in the home of his maternal grandfather Munshi Hazari Lal. After his father died, Lal Bahadur Shastri begins 7th grade at Harish Chandra School High School in Varanasi. At this point, he decided to drop the Srivastava surname, which was derived from his caste. Lal Bahadur Shastri married Lalita Devi, a Mirzapur native, on May 16, 1928. Independence activism. Lal Bahadur Shastri became interested in the freedom movement after being inspired by a patriotic and well-respected teacher named Nishkameshwar Prasad Mishra at Harish Chandra High School. He started to research its history and the works of many notable figures including Swami Vivekananda, Mahatma Gandhi and Annie Besant. Shastri withdrew from Harish Chandra High School the next day, inspired by Mahatma Gandhi's call for students to withdraw from government schools and join the non-cooperation movement, and joined the local branch of the Congress Party as a volunteer, actively engaging in picketing and anti-government demonstrations. He was quickly apprehended and imprisoned, but was later released because he was still a minor. Lal Bahadur Shastri was one of the first students to graduate from the Vidyapith with a first-class degree in philosophy and ethics in 1925. The title Shastri was bestowed upon him, which was a bachelor's degree from the university, and later it became part of his identity. At Mahatma Gandhi's request, Shastri joined the Indian National Congress as an active and mature member in 1928. He spent 2.5 years in jail. Later in 1937, he served as the organizing secretary of the UP Parliamentary Board. He was imprisoned for a year in 1940 for providing individual satyagraha support to the independence movement. In 1937 and 1946, he was elected to the United Provinces Legislature. Political career. He became the Minister of Police and Transport under Govind Ballabh Pant's chief ministership on 15 August 1947. During his time as police minister, he was instrumental in putting an end to communal riots in 1947 as well as mass migration and refugee resettlement. With Jawaharlal Nehru as Prime Minister, Shastri was appointed General Secretary of the All India Congress Committee in 1951. On May 13, 1952, Shastri was appointed Minister of Railways and Transport in the first cabinet of Republic India. In 1959, he was Minister of Commerce and Industry, and in 1961, he was Minister of Home Affairs. When Jawaharlal Nehru died in office on 27 May 1964, then Congress Party President K. Kamaraj made Lal Bahadur Shastri Prime Minister of India on 9 June. Anti-Hindi agitation. During Lal Bahadur Shastri's time as Prime Minister, the Madras anti-Hindi agitation of 1965 took place. For a long time, the Indian government has worked to create Hindi as the country's sole national language. Non-Hindi speaking states, especially Madras, fought this. To defuse the crisis, Shastri promised that English would remain the official language as long as the non-Hindi speaking countries wanted it. After Shastri's assurance, the riots and student unrest subsided. Indo-Pak War of 1965. Shastri's crowning achievement came in 1965 when he led India in the Indo-Pak War. The Pakistani army clashed with Indian forces in August 1965, claiming half of the Kutch Peninsula. During this time, Shastri used the popular slogan Jai Jawan Jai Kisan to encourage soldiers to protect India while also encouraging farmers to increase food grain production and reduce reliance on imports. Indian forces captured the main post at Hajipir in Kashmir and bombarded the Pakistani city of Lahore with artillery and mortar fire. The Indo-Pak War came to an end on September 23, 1965 when the United Nations ordered a ceasefire. Death. Lal Bahadur Shastri's death date was 11 January 1966. He died in Tashkent, Uzbekistan, one day after signing a peace treaty ending the 1965 Indo-Pakistan War. Within hours of his death, conspiracy theories arose, and they have continued since then. He was hailed as a national hero, and the Vijay Ghat Memorial was named after him. The Indian government withheld information about his death, and the media was quiet at that time. Shastri's wife, Lalita Shastri, said he was poisoned after his death. Anuj Dhar, the author of CIA's Eye on South Asia, later asked the Prime Minister's office to declassify a document allegedly linked to Shastri's death under the Right to Information Act, but the Prime Minister's office declined, claiming that doing so would damage diplomatic relations, trigger disruption in the country, and violate parliamentary privileges. Lal Bahadur Shastri's death is regarded as one of the history's greatest unsolved mysteries. The movie Tashkent Films is made on the mysterious death of the India's second Prime Minister.
Wonderful representation. Now, time for some melodious lines by Sumedha.
बापू की बातों का है केवल इतना सार, बापू की बातों का है केवल इतना सार, चलो सच के राह पे तो तुम आप ही लग जाओगे पार, चलो सच के राह पे तो तुम आप ही लग जाओगे पार। हो दुश्मन सामने तो ना करना कोई वार, हर एक बड़ी मुश्किल का भी देखो हल है प्यार, चलो प्यार की राह पे तो तुम आप ही लग जाओगे पार, चलो प्यार की राह पे तो तुम आप ही लग जाओगे पार। रघुपति राघव राजा राम पतित पावन सीताराम, सीताराम सीताराम ब्रज प्यारे तू सीताराम। हिंसा नहीं अहिंसा है विकास का आधार, बापू के हर सपने को कराओ हम साकार, चलो मन की राह पे तो तुम आप ही लग जाओगे पार, चलो मन की राह पे तो तुम आप ही लग जाओगे पार। रघुपति राघव राजा राम पतित पावन सीताराम, सीताराम सीताराम भज प्यारे तू सीताराम।
Sumedha. Gandhiji envisioned an Atmanirbhar Bharat in his Swaraj. He was against the glorification of the English culture, language, goods, and lifestyle. He wanted to make the country a self-competent one. He wanted to make India so efficient that she does not have to depend on any other nation. Let's feel valued to be an Indian by the performance of a skit now.
Hey, I've got a Rolex watch from London. I hate these Indian watches as if you're wearing some golden bangles. What about you?
Yeah, you are true.
गलत हो तुम. I got a perfume and a dress from Switzerland. Anyways, I only use these imported perfumes and dresses. These Indians ones smell like agabat, and the so-called traditionals are all like wedding dresses.
I so wish I was born in abroad.
Me too.
अरे
बात सुनो मेरी, गलत हो तुम.
I would like to go to the US and be an advocate. I don't want to be in India and be a farmer. मैं कैसे आपकी सहायता कर सकता हूँ?
सहायता।
गलत हो तुम, बहुत हो गया, मुझे सुनो। सुनो ये कहानी और तब बोलो। ना महंगे कपड़े ना खुशबू ओढ़े, चले दक्षिण अफ्रीका से सोच में पड़े। घड़ी ना आती महंगी वाली, पर समय को बदला था उन्होंने। कहते हम बापू ने, महात्मा बने कर्म से जिन्होंने। इंग्लैंड से करके भी वकालत की पढ़ाई, विदेशी सभ्यता ना जिनको भाई। ऐनक पहने लेकर लाठी और लपेटे वस्त्र खादी, बिन अस्त्र शस्त्र वस्त्र ही लड़ने जंग ए आजादी। अपनाया स्वदेशी को, विदेशियों का किया उन्मूलन, बनाया भारत को आत्मनिर्भर, चलाया नमक आंदोलन। राष्ट्रपिता और महात्मा बने कर्म से जिन्होंने, युगों युगों तक अमर रहे बापू, जिन्होंने बनाया भारत का सम्मान, जिन्होंने बढ़ाया भारत का सम्मान। बोलो कौन है वो?
गांधी जी।
Are you still ashamed of being in India?
No. So let's use things made in India. No. Gandhi ji's India.
Let's study to help our country. ना, भारत हमारा।
So let's paint our soul with the color of Tiranga.
वंदे मातरम।
Matram.
जय हिंद।
Thank you. It was such a wonderful skit that just raised goosebumps in me. Thank you so much. Proud to be an Indian. Gandhiji said in a gentle way, you can shake the world. This great man brought big changes by his non-violent ways. The lines he uttered were as shimmery as gold. The efforts he took was as inexpensive as diamonds. And he himself was a box of precious jewels. The man whose Midas touch created a new India said, happiness is when what you think, what you say, and what you do are in harmony. Now, let's watch together an interesting dance performance by the students of class 1st, 2nd, and 3rd.
माटी पुकारे तुझे, देश पुकारे, आजा रे अब आजा रे। भूले हम राह हमें राह दिखा दे, आजा रे राह दिखा दे। ऐनक पहने लाठी पकड़े चलते थे वो शान से, सालिम कांपे थर 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 सुनकर उनका नाम रे। हो कद था उनका छोटा सा और सरपट उनकी चाल रे, दुबले से पतले से थे वो चलते सीना तान गे। वंदे मातरम, 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 वंदे मातरम। ओ भाई भाई का दुश्मन है बना रे, नफरत की आधी बहती रे। वहशी दिलों को बापू प्यार सिखा दे, आजा रे बापू आजा रे।
Wow, that was thrilling. Thank you so much. This is so wonderful that Gandhi ji was so far-sighted. He said, खुद वो बदलाव बनिए जो आप दुनिया में देखना चाहते हो। बदलते वक्त के साथ बहुत कुछ बदल गया, पर जो नहीं बदला वो है गांधी जी के बनाए हुए उसूल, जो कल भी सही थे और आज भी हैं। पेश करते हैं कुछ पंक्तियां गांधी जी को लेके।
नमस्कार, मेरा नाम हर्षित सिन्हा है। मैं कक्षा 4 दिल्ली पब्लिक स्कूल साहिबाबाद का छात्र हूँ और आज मैं आप सभी के सामने गांधी जी पर एक कविता प्रस्तुत करने जा रहा हूँ, जिसका शीर्षक है माँ खादी की चादर दे दो। माँ खादी की चादर दे दो, मैं गांधी बन जाऊंगा। सभी मित्रों के बीच बैठकर रघुपति राघव गाऊंगा। निक्कर नहीं धोती पहनूंगा, खादी की चादर ओढ़ूंगा, घड़ी कमर में लटकाऊंगा, सैर सवेरे कर आऊंगा। कभी किसी से नहीं लड़ूंगा, कभी किसी से नहीं डरूंगा, झूठ कभी भी नहीं कहूंगा, सदा सत्य की जय बोलूंगा। आज्ञा तेरी मैं मानूंगा, सेवा का प्रण मैं ठानूंगा। रुई की बुन्नी दे दो मैं चरखा खुद चलाऊंगा। गांव में जाकर वहीं रहूंगा, सदा देश का काम करूंगा। सबसे हंस हंस कर बात करूंगा, क्रोध कभी भी नहीं करूंगा। माँ खादी की चादर दे दो मैं गांधी बन जाऊंगा। माँ खादी की चादर दे दो मैं गांधी बन जाऊंगा। धन्यवाद।
Thank you so much. The lines really moved us. Now let's hear some lines of worth about Lal Bahadur Shastri from Madhav.
शुभ प्रभात दोस्तों, मेरा नाम माधव है और मैं 5वीं कक्षा का छात्र हूँ। आज मैं आपके सामने श्री लाल बहादुर शास्त्री जी पर एक कविता प्रस्तुत करने जा रहा हूँ। छोटा कद, महान व्यक्तित्व और जिगर में स्वाभिमान, मंत्र अनोखा दिया राष्ट्र को, जय जवान जय किसान। सादगी की प्रतिमूर्त तुम और भौतिकता से अनजान, मंत्र अनोखा दिया राष्ट्र को, जय जवान जय किसान। सन 65 की जंग हुई जो घुटने में आया पाकिस्तान, मंत्र अनोखा दिया राष्ट्र को, जय जवान जय किसान। भारत माँ के लाल नमन तुझे, नतमस्तक सारा हिंदुस्तान, मंत्र अनोखा दिया राष्ट्र को, जय जवान जय किसान। जन्म लिया था इस दिन तुमने, ना भूलेंगे ये सम्मान, जिस कांटे ने भेदा तुमको, झेलेगा फिर वो परिणाम। मंत्र अनोखा दिया राष्ट्र को, जय जवान जय किसान। धन्यवाद।
Thank you, Madhav. Those were such beautiful lines. Now let's see the efforts put in by the students of Primary Wing through their brushes in the display of the artwork that follows.
संत तूने कर दिया कमाल।
दे दी हमें आजादी बिना खड्ग बिना ढाल, साबरमती के संत तूने कर दिया कमाल।
धरती पे लड़ी तूने अजब ढंग की लड़ाई, दागी न कहीं तोप न बंदूक चलाई, दुश्मन के किले पर भी न की तूने चढ़ाई, वहरे फकीर खूब करामात दिखाई, चुटकी में दुश्मनों को दिया देश से निकाल।
साबरमती के संत तूने कर दिया कमाल।
दे दी हमें आजादी बिना खड्ग बिना ढाल, साबरमती के संत तूने कर दिया कमाल।
रघुपति राघव राजा राम,
शतरंज बिछा कर यहाँ बैठा था जमाना, लगता था कि मुश्किल है फिरंग कदमों पे तेरे कोटि कोटि प्राण चल पड़े। फूलों की सेज छोड़ के दौड़े जवाहरलाल।
साबरमती के संत तूने कर दिया कमाल।
दे दी हमें आजादी बिना खड़ग बिना ढाल। साबरमती के संत तूने कर दिया कमाल।
रघुपति राघव राजा राम।
मन में थी अहिंसा की लगन, तन पे लंगोटी। लाखों में घूमता था लिए सत्य की सोटी। वैसे तो देखने में थी हस्ती तेरी छोटी, लेकिन तुझे झुकती थी हिमालय की भी चोटी। दुनिया में तू बेजोड़ था, इंसान बेमिसाल।
साबरमती के संत तूने कर दिया कमाल।
दे दी हमें आजादी बिना खड़ग बिना ढाल। साबरमती के संत तूने कर दिया कमाल।
रघुपति राघव राजा राम।
जग में कोई जिया है तो बापू तू ही जिया। तूने वतन की राह में सब कुछ लुटा दिया। मांगा न कोई तख्त न तो ताज भी।
Thank you. That was really a treat to the eyes. गांधी जी के विचारों ने हम भारतीयों की सोच में क्रांति लाने का कार्य किया है, चाहे वे आचरण संबंधी विचार हो या समृद्ध भारत की कल्पना संबंधी विचार। हमारा अगला कार्यक्रम इन्हीं विचारों से ओतप्रोत है, जिन्हें आपके समक्ष अपनी वाणी देंगी हमारी कुछ अध्यापिकाएं।
आप मुझे जंजीरों में जकड़ सकते हैं, यातना दे सकते हैं, इस शरीर को नष्ट कर सकते हैं, लेकिन आप कभी मेरे विचारों को कैद नहीं कर सकते।
गांधी जी का मानना है कि धर्म मनुष्य को कर्मशील बनाता है।
सत्य शुद्ध अंतरात्मा की वाणी ही सत्य हो सकती है। सत्य परायण व्यक्ति को मन, वचन और आचरण से सत्य के प्रति समर्पित होना चाहिए।
चरित्र की संपत्ति दुनिया के तमाम दौलतों से बढ़कर है।
जिस दिन प्रेम के प्रति शक्ति, शक्ति के प्रति प्रेम पर हावी होगी, उस दिन दुनिया में अमन आ जाएगा।
शारीरिक श्रम, शारीरिक बल बनाए रखने के लिए शारीरिक श्रम अति आवश्यक है।
स्वदेशी, गांधी जी ने कहा है कि स्वदेशी से मेरा मतलब हमारे देश में बनी हुई वस्तुओं से न होकर बल्कि हमारे देश के बेरोजगारों के हाथों से बनी वस्तुओं से है।
Thank you so much. I'm sure all of us have enjoyed it.